Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here. It's 12 o'clock in the day. I never know who will jump on my lives because, your social media friends, they be so iffy. Sometimes they do you and sometimes they don't. And so I never know if, what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday at 12. I don't know if y'all here for this today. I got to find a place to stand without the sun. Is that better? Oh, that might be my angle right there. All right, here we go. No, I just really wanted to jump on. What's up, Julius? And talk about Gayle King. And if you guys haven't heard, and I kind of been spreading the word all this morning. What up, Daryl? What's going on? I've been spreading the word all morning about, first of all, go to YouTube. Second of all, type in Gayle King. R. Kelly gonna automatically attach to her name. Watch the video that the interview that she conducted with Mr. Robert Kelly. You have to get that in your system. That's going to give you your whole entire life. And excuse me, I'm actually here with my client. And what we noticed, what you gonna notice right away is the importance of a marketer, the importance of a publicist, the importance of listening. What up, Chris? We had so much fun at the Standard. You guys are gonna realize right away, at some point, whatever you're doing in life, you probably need a marketer, you probably need representation, you probably need a publicist. But we were watching this video just cracking up because clearly, Robert was not listening to his publicist. Clearly.
Robert's publicist was there to bring him breakfast, clearly, and that is all. He got no direction. If he did, he took it and did the complete opposite.
Let me ask you though, Key, because we do a lot of stuff together where you just gonna drink a beer in the middle of the day?
That's what I do. This is an off day for me. It's an off morning. It's not an off day, it's an off morning. So we partake of the beverages in the morning.
Meanwhile, y'all see me in my professional Wednesday attire because I'm out here trying to get it. I'm out here trying to stop by clients, make sure they good, make sure they on point. Plug. We are filming In the Kitchen with Killer, and it's a TV series on the TV Takeover. But listen, sometimes I got to tell you stuff to do, and I think in the beginning, at first, it was definitely hard for you to listen sometimes. Mm-hmm. What could you relate to what Kelly was going through in his interview? Because clearly he wasn't listening to his representation. There you go.
How much of it we should listen to. And then at the same time, you always think you know best anyway, right? So
because it's your brand.
It's me.
Right.
I know the people want to hear what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Robert, we need to hear that, bro.
Exactly, Daryl. Where was his lawyer? They gonna definitely use that as evidence because for me, it was very violent. It was very domineering. Is that a word?
Yeah,
dominating.
For sure.
It was overbearing. It was aggressive.
So he's being portrayed as a monster, and what he gave us this morning
was monsterish.
Yeah,
he was a total monster.
Gayle, the whole nine.
And shout out to Gayle for how calm, cool, and collective she was through the whole process. Y'all gotta catch Sister Gayle, Auntie Gayle. Auntie Gayle sat there, legs crossed.
Listen, that is
irate.
The first irate black man she has seen. She was unbothered, unfazed. Is you done, Robert?
Yeah. So if you have not watched that, you got to watch it, get your whole life. And I know we're going to have a whole lot of conclusions about did he do it? Did he not do it? Are people trying to ruin his life and is he or whatever? But what I want you to take from the video is if you have a business or a brand and you do not have representation.
Press release marketing is available. Press release marketing is available when she's not handling Kitchen Killer to handle all of your press release needs, all of your PR needs, all of your marketing, get you together for your interviews, for your recording, for your sound bites. Press release marketing can do that for you.
They be well trained over here in the press release marketing camp. You understand me? It's Daryl say Gayle from the hood. That didn't face her. She clearly got to be a sister. You understand? That's clearly auntie, because she was definitely unfazed. What up, Monique? We talking about R. Kelly and him being interviewed by Gayle King, Auntie King. You got to see how Gayle was so calm, cool, and collective. as Mr. Kelly just went into a rage.
Yeah.
He was an outburst. He had to be calmed down.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was hysterical.
So let's talk about how when they recapped the interview, right? When we come on the other side. Mm-hmm. When they recapped the interview at the desk on CBS News this morning, how the white female anchor talked about how afraid she would have been if she were, essentially that's how,
she was afraid for Gail.
She was afraid
because
for
Robert
Gail.
was so irate.
Yeah, paraphrasing. So she was afraid for Gail because Robert was so irate and just jumping all over the place. And Gail said, listen, we wouldn't have got anything accomplished if we both were hysterical. But Gail also made a point to say I wasn't afraid at all. Because then, that would have been the next headline. Right? The next headline would have been Gail was afraid for her life while Robert was being interviewed.
So much respect. Even though she believes that Kelly is guilty, and even though that she doesn't believe that a bunch of women is lying on him, she still didn't try to add fuel to the fire and say that she was scared of him. You're right, Monique. She was so smooth. She was so cool with it. I suggest you guys watch it. It's great journalism. Her interview skills are on point. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see who she interviews next.
More importantly, we want to see the rest of the interview. I want to see what else.
Yeah.
Besides him being irate, because that kind of you lose the content in his presentation. You get what I'm saying? So besides him, what's up, Kev?
My Kiara.
Yay.
They on my page looking for you, killer.
Yeah, I mean, But besides him being irate, you lose the content. You lose the verbiage and the presentation of that. So I'd love to see the rest of the interview and see when he was calm. What did he give us? What did he say? What kind of probing questions did she ask? And did we get any other information if we are still in the process of figuring out what, our opinion? Did he give us anything to sway, left or right? You know what I mean?
And Daryl says, don't holler, my kids, when you doing all this crazy shit before, during, and after. I love it.
And on top of that, that's a lie, because any of us who have seen any of that content on him and his kids' relationships, he got a kid who he has disowned because she's gay. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hollering about you want to build a relationship with your kid and you refuse to even talk to one of them because that's sexual orientation.
Speaking of sexual orientation, I just got to do this. Hosanna for Youth is having an amazing event on March 20th at Gigi's Music Cafe.
Person's Marketing is plugging yet again.
I mean, if we go talk about sexual orientation, I want to know, does it relate to sexual abuse? We're going to have that conversation. March 20th, Gigi's Music Cafe. It's a fundraising discussion. Now, back to this. Yeah, Monique, he's never, ever done a good interview. He's always been a hot mess. But again, he's always had a publicist. So what is the role of his publicist? What are they telling him? Listen, you have to be strong when you representing clients, because they think they know everything. They know how to get in the kitchen and cook. You know how to do what you do. So I'm kind of confused as to, why he's not more polished. What's up, Will? We talking about Gail and how she interviewed Mr. Ara. The R. Kelly. You got to watch it if you haven't watched it already. Gail represented for the Queens, and this is really about her. She really handled herself like a queen in this whole situation. Okay, his publicist gets paid to tell their friends good stories later. His publicist gets paid to tell their friends good. That's interesting. That's an interesting angle, because your publicist should really be prepping you on how to interview. They should have went out. Shout out to the Dreads.
Y'all like this? We're still trying to figure out if I like it or not. Y'all let me know before we start filming in the kitchen with Killer tonight. Otherwise, I take it down.
Yeah, hopefully y'all seen the promo video for In the Kitchen with Killer. It's hilarious. So I should repost it so you can see it. I make a little debut in it, and it's kind of funny. But what I wish, I just don't understand why. I'm confused. Why was he not prepped for this interview? We still gonna think of him what we think of him, but his behavior was ridiculous and uncalled for. And Black Twitter is having an amazing time with him. I probably post some of the memes because they are hilarious. His PR isn't really working for him, but it's working for the press. Yeah, clearly. And that's it. I had another point that I wanted to make about Gail, but anyway, shout out to her. I think she was amazing.
Incredible.
So Daryl says he doesn't need a publicist, he needs an exorcist. And Winchell said he's a great actor. He didn't do so well.
I don't think he was acting. And here's the thing, if you listen to the stuff that he did say, right? He said, I don't have nobody locked in my dungeon. Ain't nobody ever said he was locked in your dungeon.
Right.
They said you had him in bedrooms.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Because I was going to say, I think that his angle needs to be, Not that he didn't do anything, not that women are lying on him, not that people are trying to take his career down, but his angle might need to be, yes, I have a few women living with me. I'm a rock star lifestyle. Some of y'all might not like it. These women are not against their will. This is where they want to be. They're all adults. And so we can have a conversation about, hypersexual women that I know, but at the end of the day, this is where they want to be. But to have the rhetoric, from what we saw in the clip of he hasn't done anything wrong, he don't have women in chains or in the basement, that's like a deflection. And when women see deflection, we know that now you about to lie all the way through.
Right. Sure.
Right, Monique, that's what he needs to see. I'm going to post the memes. What do you guys think? Is he guilty? Is he taking the right approach? What you think about Gail? Talk to us. I'm going to be checking this live throughout the day. Will says, I think he was prepped, but the pressure got the best of him and he went off script. Pressure does bust pipes. But I got to plug press release marketing once again. Okay? Because let me tell you something. When I know my people got interviews, we sit down. Let me not get y'all the secret sauce. Never mind. The point is,
y'all cut y'all check to see what this really about. What this press release prep is really about.
I'm not. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. But pressure does bust pipes, and I'm gonna put it this way. That shouldn't have been the first time he felt that pressure. You understand what I'm saying, Will? He got too much money. You got too much reach. You got too much legacy on the line. To the first pressure you felt was with Gail. And watch Gail's demeanor. It wasn't nothing pressureful. Bye, Auntie Gail.
Roberts.
That is guilt, seemingly.
Yeah. That's you eating up and you want to talk. You've been wanting to talk, so now you got to let it all out. But now you got no form. You got no structure to your communication. So you done went out and told us too much.
You off the deep end right now.
You done went wild.
And then Christine said, yes, the best perspective for him, though, is to be honest about it. Again, it's some women out there, it's friends of mine, who say that they would love to be trapped in a closet with R. Kelly.
They want a room at the Kelly mansion.
So I think they needed to have twisted that a little bit differently.
It's all about perception.
Yeah, and so Gail, Winchell says Gail was smooth and calm with it. Yes, she was. Legs crossed, designer dress, hair intact, pen at her lip, almost like a pen cigarette, the way she held it. She might as well have just rolled up a blunt and just started smoking on that ass, because clearly there needed to be some calming in the room. But Daryl said that's why the interview is going to be used against him. On Friday, when those two young ladies speak, they are definitely going to be prepped, and that is the truth. So sadness to Mr. R. Kelly. I gotta leave. I'm at Killer's house, and a white lady just walked past with a plate of fried chicken.
So, not covered in nothing, like she running them from one place to the next place. Y'all
listen. But yes. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for tuning in on this live. Thanks for this conversation on Gayle King, and thanks for checking your calendar for March 20th. Gigi's Music Cafe. Hosanna for Youth is gonna have a whole discussion about sexual identity and sexual abuse.
Make sure you check out In the Kitchen with Killer.
She feel like this her moment. Y'all check out In the Kitchen with Killer. Follow Takeover TV.
You got more followers than me. So, like, if I go live on your live, then they watch it, so
So then they do all their little commercials with my network. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all just here for all things Crystal Chanel, but I'm just joking. Christine, I want to do lunch. Where you at? I'm about to go meet Dr. Mailer, and I know you know him. So we on our way. Meet Dr. Mailer. We're going to switch gears and, deal with my chiropractic clients. And Monique said, shout out to the Taste. She said you might as well plug the Taste, too.
So y'all, tickets just went live. trptaste.com, doing a pop-up 6 courses, so sexy on Las Olas. Listen, we had 26 available tickets when the link went live, and at least 8 people have texted me saying they got tickets just this morning. So trptaste.com, go to my page. Y'all know y'all can follow Kitchen Killer. We got the link on there. Y'all can follow, get your tickets.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine and all, but I do got a little extra love going on here. It's love season. But anyway, yeah, it's sexy on Las Olas. I appreciate you guys. I got to go before I'm late to my lunch with Dr. Mailer. Shout out to Dr. Mailer if you're ever injured in a car accident. I'm just messing with y'all. Let me go. Talk to you later. Core Health Chiropractic. Bye.